I've been cleaning out some old memory cards, I've been organizing files, backing them up, and while I was doing that, it kind of made me miss a lot of those moments that I've been, experiencing with my camera in hand. So I figured, why not share some of my favorite places that I've photographed so far with you guys? And I also have some new gear that I just picked up that I wanted to show off. So let's just do it. So our first stop is gonna be Sweden, what I still call home. There is something about the light there that just feels softer and quieter. And during summertime, Sweden is definitely, at least for me, one of the most beautiful or magical places on earth. I love it. Swedish summers are amazing. And I think it's the smells or the sounds, they always take me back. It's like you think of barefoot childhood runs through wild fields or coming home as the sun rose after a night that never really turned dark. When I go back to visit, I can tell that I'm slowing down. I can lay on the grass for hours and just look at the sky, listening to the birds, the trees. It's just amazing. So one of my favorite shots, I know it's not technically perfect, but for me it definitely represents home. And that can be big open fields with tractors or hares running around on gravel roads, horses, big old oak trees. All of that represents my home for me, and that's why Sweden will probably always be one of my favorite places to photograph during summertime. The rest of the year, it's a little cold. The Cotswolds, England is like pure fairy tale magic. It felt like every little town that we visited had a little secret to whisper. In the Cotswolds, I hiked up a stone tower, I passed wild deer, and wandered the same castle gardens as King Henry VIII once walked through. And we even visited filming locations from Harry Potter movies. It's really hard to choose just one image to define all of Cotswolds because each place had its own charm. From the rose gardens at Sudley Castle, to sheep-covered hills in Sheepscombe, to a vintage car parked in Castlecombe, and also a dock gliding across Byberry's river, or some bees dancing over flower beds. It was like walking through a storybook over and over again. Highly recommend. Blue Ridge Mountains had me pulling over constantly, so if you're in a hurry, I would not recommend driving here because every turn just revealed like another postcard. Rolling hills, wildflowers, and waterfalls tucked into thick forest. I do wish that I had brought my tripod for those silky waterfall shots, but even without it, I captured some of my favorite photos. And I even did take a dip in a hidden lake right by a waterfall. Magical. And one morning, I watched the sunrise paint the sky with soft clouds. It was just like a painting. And later, I spotted a blue indigo bird and I just sat in awe. This place definitely invites you to just slow down, take in the environment, soak in the nature, and just be. My first time visiting Savannah definitely surprised me in the best way. I had no real plan, it was just me, my camera. I did bring my old Fuji X105, and of course, I needed some coffee. I wandered aimlessly, thankful for comfy shoes because the streets never stopped calling. There's this one photo I took after turning a corner, a vintage Porsche parked near an old church. And I know it's not a perfect shot, but for me, it was just that moment. It felt like something that needed to be captured. So it's still one of my favorite photos. I love the vibe. And I can't wait to go back to Savannah again to explore more of the streets, learn more about all of the history because it's so much, and just see more of what this beautiful place has to offer. Savannah, amazing. Besides looking at old photos, I've also been planning for an upcoming trip, and I've been trying out some new pieces that I think will come along. These pants move with me. They're soft and stretchy, and yes, the pockets are real. And for me, pockets is such a necessity when you're out and about. I love it. And this tunic has that perfect mix of cute and practical. And also these boots, let's just say they're already trail tested. I love them. And I recently added the Gitzo Monopod to my kids. It folds up small enough for travel and gives just the right support when handheld isn't steady enough, but a tripod is too much. It's extremely lightweight, but also, before I go, I have to talk about my photographic love affair I'm having, and that is with none other than Florida. You know, I'm often asked why I love Florida so much, and this is why. Florida for me, it's wild, messy, and it's just this beautiful place I now call home. I've photographed herons in morning fog, ospreys in all their beauty, or owls hiding in mossy oaks. But some of my favorite images, they're actually just taken minutes from home. And it's taught me something. You really don't have to go far to find beauty. Because sometimes it's sitting right in your backyard. Next week, I'll be staying close to home on purpose because there's some photo and video techniques that I still need to practice. I need to practice more with my Monopod. And a lot of times when you need to practice with your camera, you don't have to travel far. You can just step outside the door and find whatever is in your garden, right? And we might also stop by one of my favorite lunch spots. Who knows? So whether you're a photographer looking for inspiration or just love a good adventure, you'll want to come along. But up until the next time, have an absolutely amazing day. Hej då!